Hey, 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 y'all, we are back again, y'all. And we're back with Kelly J TV once again. Y'all already know, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as I will be trying to come back more often with more people to interview. Today we have two shows for y'all, actually. Two. I got two specials for y'all today. So the first one will have the amazing actor, singer, songwriter, and South by Southwest winner, Mr. Antonio AV, y'all. Are, can we get a whoa? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all now. By my next show, I'ma have sounds, bells, and whistles. And y'all ain't gonna lie, this light over here is killing me. I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all I'm seeing all types of lights right now, honey child, let me tell y'all, I'm seeing all types of lights right now. Do you hear me? Anyway, yeah. But anyway, so before we get started, for those of you who are from my Instagram account and or follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I'm running a contest. For those of you who did not know, yes, I am running a contest or was running a contest on my page, and it was a picture caption. Pretty much what happens is I post a picture and y'all let me know the best comment that y'all can give your girl, okay? The great thing about this is I ask that y'all just always make sure you're being respectful when you're commenting with whatever the picture may be. It's always gonna be your girl because your girl is a cutie, patootie. But anyway, but yes, y'all. So you know, um, with the contest, I ask that, as I stated before, anytime I'm doing a contest, please always make sure y'all are being respectful. I aim for people to be respectful. It is very, very important that we're always respectful of others. Okay. I can't stress that word enough. Okay. Word of today, y'all, is respectful. Okay. Wish I had the little to come across, right now. However, anyway, but no, for my so right now I have a total of 7 winners. Okay. I could not decide, y'all. It was a very hard decision to make because y'all really did come through this time with the comments. Now I've done this before and ripped and restored. Shout out to you, girl. Well, shout out to y'all in general, but ripped and restored actually won the first contest with their who gonna check me, boo? Because let me tell you, I'm quick to ask that question. Do you hear me? Anyway, so they won that one, and then this go round, they even came back with another hitter. So they're actually a part of the contest as well as part of one of the winners, and that is the great thing with it. So pretty much, you guys, what's going to happen is currently there'll be a total of 7 winners from once I post everybody's picture my picture with their caption. Everybody, my followers, their followers, my page is public. They can come on there. They will go onto that particular post. They can comment, like, whatever. Blow my notifications up. Make Instagram be like your count has detected high, whatever the case may be. But then from there, the voting does stop on Sunday, and on Monday night for my 7 o'clock show, you guys will be able to know who the winner was, and that person will actually be coming on to Kelly J TV. Woo! So yes, so congratulations to all the winners of the first round, and you guys will be able to see their pages on you'll see their pages on my story over the next couple of weeks. We have 7, and I want to make sure I do highlight each one of them because every person that won, I've either never met them personally or I do know them personally, and I love their pages, which is why I follow them. So without further ado, you guys, I am honored to announce that Mr. Antonio is coming to the stage. And y'all, welcome,
Hey,
Antonio. Hi.
what's up? How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. How you doing?
Perfect, perfect,
Oh,
perfect. Thank you.
I just got all this water. I'm good. How you doing?
It's okay. Thank you for coming in. I greatly appreciate it. You look mighty nice. Are you in the studio?
Yeah, I have my home studio. I produce and write and sing and stuff. So I'm home.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you currently working on? Tip, look, we're gonna jump right on into it. What you
Okay.
currently
Yeah.
working on since you're in the studio? What you working on?
A lot of stuff. I'm just kind of going through some cover songs that I want to sing just to promote myself
Mhm.
more. So just kind of going through songs that I'm like, oh, I got to do that. I got to do this one, and working on a single. It's in the mixing phase right now, so vocals and everything is done. Sometimes I hear stuff and I'm like, I can hit that better. So I jump back in, but I'm in a good place now, and auditions for some other big projects. I can't really say what those are right now,
Okay.
but the last ones, I do have something coming out. The last one I did, we just won South by Southwest. So I do TV film.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's called Nuevo Rico, and it's basically like a futuristic Latino anime, which is very like unique for the Latino community. I play a character named Vico, and it was dope. I was like, oh, this is so dope. My family's from Puerto Rico and Jamaica, so that was dope for
Okay.
me. And yeah, and then I have a film. You remember Love and Basketball? Maybe seen
That's
that?
my favorite.
Yeah, I love that movie. That's my favorite. So I get to play. I play the character in Calvin, and this it's called Walking On, and
Mhm.
some of the producers from Love and Basketball were behind it, and they just wrapping up like editing and all that good stuff. So hopefully in the next couple weeks they'll start dropping stuff, and I'll get to like I play the Omar Epps role. I play the
Okay.
main character, role, which is pretty dope. I can show some skills, and it was fun. It was fun. So that was in Philly, and I'm between New York and San Antonio, Texas. I kind of go different places. So yeah,
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, yes. Well, let's see. I guess let look. You were already in the studio, so I guess for let's rewind it back.
yeah, we can
Let's
rewind.
really
I feel
introduce.
like I gave
Yeah,
you so much.
like I feel
My
like I've been knowing you already, but we're gonna we just. I like to say reel it in. We're gonna reel it in. So I'm just gonna reel it in real quick.
Mhm.
Introduce yourself to everybody.
All
Y'all,
right,
this introduce everybody. Let them know who you are, where you're from,
got you,
things
got
like that.
Okay, cool. What's up, everybody? My name is Antonio AV, full name Antonio Vizcarrondo. I'm an actor, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, I'm a producer, and I work on different projects. I love what I do. And yeah, I'm based in New York. I'm a military brat. My family was in the military, so I lived everywhere. I'm originally from Queens, New York, and have roots in Germany, have roots in San Antonio, Texas. And yeah, families from Puerto Rico and Jamaica, and I love to share. I love to share some music, sing maybe some stuff, and hope you guys tune in. I've been on shows that I've been on. Maybe you've seen me on season 4, season 5 of Power. I play a character named Scotty. I basically work for Curtis for 50 in the show to get rid of Dre. So maybe you might be like, oh, I do know him. I also played in the VH1 classic, The Breaks. I played a young Keith Sweat in that show. That was dope. They had me in some very unique outfits for that 'cause from that time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so looking to get to the next project, and a lot of good stuff coming. So I'm just staying positive, staying keep my head on my shoulders in a good way. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So let me ask you, when you're going out for these roles, right?
Yeah.
Is it something that what process do you go through to prepare yourself for the role, to get
Mhm.
yourself ready? Because I'm pretty sure you're not like when it comes to Power, you're working for 50. I know for a fact in your day to day, you're not really a slinger. You know what I'm saying? You're not slinging them
No,
dope
no.
and whatnot. So,
Mhm.
how do you mentally prepare yourself to play these particular roles to get yourself ready for
Mhm.
what they're asking you for?
So I'll start from the beginning of the audition process.
Mhm.
So usually you have an agent, and they're like, hey, I got an audition for you. And you're like, okay, great. And they're like, oh, it's for this, it's for this show. Sometimes you've never seen the show. Um, and which can work against you sometimes if you haven't. Sometimes it's actually good. You bring something, depends on what the show is and what they're looking for. So don't kill me. But at that time, there's so much good shows I didn't get to watch Power for that show.
I
But
love.
I'll tell you a funny story. The funny story is, so I kind of dig into the backstory when I'm reading the sides. This is like a piece of the script. It's just like 2, 3 pages, depending on how much it is. And I read the whole thing. There's maybe things that happen before your
Mhm,
scene, and you want to know to understand the relationships between the people you're talking to in the scene.
mhm,
So I did all that. My character, like, where's he come from? What's his mental space? Things like that. So originally, it's funny how it went. My character, he's kind of from the streets, but he also is about his business and
mhm,
things. But I remember I wore a do rag. It was funny. I wore a do rag to the audition, and the casting director, Jessica Kelly, she's casting director for that show. She was just like, she's like, oh hey, she's like, you could take up the do rag. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, sure, sure. So, you put your do rag on if you have a do rag on, and then your hair's all messy. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I gotta go, whatever. And that scene, the audition was very, it was a scene. The size they auditioned me for was at a laptop. So sometimes you like, okay, how am I gonna audition? I gotta practice this sitting down at a laptop. And they're like,
mhm,
oh no, you're gonna be standing. So sometimes those things throw you off. So I
mhm,
was like, all right, I hope let's just wing this thing and stick to the backstory. So there's something I use called underlining statements. It's like, this is what the line says, but what am I really saying? So if the
okay.
line is like, um, what you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at work?
Mhm,
The My underlining statement, depending on the character, like my relationship with them, might be like, "What are you doing here? I really don't want to see you right now." You know what I mean?
mhm,
So same way I said I really want to see you right now, I would have to say it with that same energy, like, "What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at work?" Type thing.
mhm,
So I use those things to my advantage, and I don't remember lines. I don't like to remember. Um, Acting is kind of a bad word to me sometimes. It's more about reacting. So
mhm,
I just need to know how I feel when you say what you tell me. So I need to. It's more important what you say to me, and that
mhm.
will produce reaction from me, and that's how I start to know like my lines. And it's been working well for me. It's been working well.
It sounds like it because listen, I mean, I've never acted before. I've never done it other than like the church plays and
Okay, that's
school plays. That's
that.
as probably as close as a production I've ever done for myself.
Yeah,
But I think it's very commendable for someone to, yes, like when I used to think about it, I was like, man, they have to remember they lines, the
yeah, they gotta
person
remember
lines.
all this.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh gosh, and
yeah,
that is a lot. But when
yeah.
you can really remember and then you can feel it, like you said, you don't really just you don't like to go off the lines. I mean, I'm sure you do, but
Mhm,
to be able to have that connection and be able to really build it outside of what the writers have asked you to say, that means you're actually digging into your role. You're making
mhm,
sure, hey, what people see, they actually feel it, they can feel like they can relate. And to me, being a relatable actor or actress is
mhm.
very special.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah.
So do you
It's
have
a joke,
any?
huh?
Go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
No, you.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. No, yeah, it's just more about not necessarily remembering the lines, but remembering how you feel when a person says it to you. Even if it's like little lines like, "You hungry?" No, I'm not hungry. Like um those things, you might not, there's no real feeling behind some of those things, but
Mhm,
you know the relationship. Like, this is my friend, so
mhm,
we just conversating. It's just go back and forth.
mhm.
"Oh, no, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. You're gonna get some. I look at, it's just
Yeah.
like that. Then it comes off like you're not acting now, you're just having a conversation on camera. If
Mhm.
that makes sense. So yeah, yeah.
Okay. So do you
Mhm.
have anyone special you would love to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Actors or
Mhm.
singers?
Both.
All right, let's start with actors. I got a long list. No, I'm not gonna take that much. No, but actors. There's so many. Zoe Saldana. I think she's an amazing actress. Um, Also, I feel like she has a lot in the tank. When I say that, it's like um, some actors and actresses, like, they got so much, they're so deep, like they can go so deep,
Hmm.
and I don't feel like they've had the projects, opportunities to showcase how much range they have.
Hmm.
So she's one on my list. Don Cheadle. Um, I've always been a fan of Don Cheadle. From He has a large range too. I don't know if you remember, like, Ocean's 11.
Hmm.
Like, people forget, like, he has a British accent, and you really don't get to see American actors showcase their accents. Like, you'll
Hmm.
have, like, European actors come over and they'll speak English and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But the other way around, it's like, oh, he's not even British, but he did a great job. So Don
Yeah.
Cheadle. Um, I don't want to throw out names, just throw out names like, oh, who else like that. But
Yeah.
James Spader, from I don't know if you ever seen the show The Blacklist, or
Yes, I actually just started watching it
okay, that show.
recently because it comes up on
I
my
love
like my
that
little
show.
shows. And
Yeah,
one day I happened to be it was I have my like shows set to like after one plays, it'll play the next one. So
yeah.
I was watching I think it was Superstore. And after
Mm.
Superstore went off, Blacklist was next up. And so I was cooking, I was like, what is this show right here? And I
As I was in a kid,
now
like,
I have to go
oh,
all the way
this
back.
was this.
It was. I was sitting there and I was just like, hmm. And I mean, I'm definitely now gonna have to go all the way back to the beginning,
Yeah.
because I want to
Oh, because
fully
it's
understand.
it's deep. I mean, one thing about that show, from episode 2 on, for
Hmm.
me, you hooked. Like, once James Spader is introduced into the show, it's
Hmm.
like, because what I love about James Spader, he has, like, one of the most, him and Robert Downey Jr., those two guys have, like, the best banter. Like, the way they conversate with people, it's so
Hmm.
quick. It's like,
Hmm.
hey, did you put that there? Hey, I told you not to go there. It's right, fine, but hey, listen, hey, things don't work out for people. It's fine. Hey, look, put that over there. Don't do it no more. And it's like, that was, and you'd
Yeah.
be like, wait, that must have not been off. He must have made that up. You look at the
Yeah.
script like, oh shucks, you know what I mean? Like, that was word for word. He made that his own. Same thing with James Spader. He like, that character in Blacklist. He, like, tells stories, and then he'll, like,
Mhm.
just kill somebody. like you just he like I saw one scene, he was just telling a story, and then he just killed the person. He was like, anyways, I'm getting bored. And then shoots the guy. And I'm like, oh, and I think I love the writing, and I love his delivery. So shout out to James Spader. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's dope. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like you
Those
need
are
to be
some.
on blacklist too.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah. Look, it sounds like you need
just
to
let
be on
everybody
blacklist.
know my handles, like, for social media. It's pretty simple.
Yes.
It's ITS Antonio AV. So
Mhm.
it's Antonio AV. That's on, like, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I pride myself, because I was like, I'm gonna get all of them. It ain't different ones, except Facebook. Facebook was tripping. Facebook straight tripping. But yeah.
Facebook's
So
always
those are
true.
some of the actors. Yeah, those are some of the actors that I like to work with, and singers. Man. Uh, there's so many. I would say Brian McKnight,
Mhm.
Babyface, Justin
You
Bieber.
speaking legends. Well, you had me till you said
I know
Bieber.
Justin
I was
Bieber.
like, you had
She's
you
like,
said
whoa,
the
I didn't know
greats,
about
and then
that.
you went from like the greats.
It's from different. Now, you know what it is. It's different things. Some, like Babyface and I said Babyface and Brian McKnight. They is for their style and the smoothness and like their harmonies and their vocal arrangement. I say Justin Bieber. I like the arrangements and the producers he worked with. He makes something so simple very interesting. Um,
Hmm.
Charlie Puth, Ariana Grande, Usher. I was a big Usher fan growing
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Michael Jackson. I get that comparison. Well, I
Mhm.
got that comparison before. Not to, like, big myself up, like, don't play yourself. No, Michael. Like,
Hey,
vocally,
aim
wise.
for Mike.
So, yeah,
Aim for
yeah.
Mike.
So, exactly.
I mean,
But yeah,
you have like a really great list. Like, I'm a huge Usher fan as well. I'm talking a
Yeah,
big. When
I
Usher
think Usher gonna
first,
get
when Usher
the love.
first came out, it was like back in the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
My parents had won me tickets through K104 for me to go to
Mm.
his first concert, and he was in concert with Janet Jackson. This is
Oh
when
God,
Nice and Slow first came out.
and
Listen,
slow.
yeah,
Mm.
he came out with like this orange leather suit, and the
Yeah,
women went crazy. It was,
crazy.
and Janet Jackson. She put on an amazing show. Like,
Janet, you can't go wrong. I mean, that's another one. Janet. I
yeah,
mean, Janet. Yeah, Janet. You can't really go wrong with her music. Her and Jimmy
right,
Jam and Terry Lewis, like you
yeah,
put them together, like the production. You'd be like, it's just
it's
kind of
amazing.
it's something magical that happens with certain people in the room. And
Yes, and
Janet
that's the
and
magic.
yeah, forever,
I'm
forever,
already said
forever.
if she actually reposted
Oh
a
my
post of mine. I freaked out. Like if I had my list, I love Tiffany Haddish, Taraji
yeah.
P. Henson, Regina
Mhm.
Hall,
Oh,
Janet
Regina.
Jackson, like Loretta Devine.
They
Me,
probably all hang out. I could so see all them
I
like,
could
girl, what
see
you
them.
doing?
Oh, and there would be a laughter for days with them, like them all together. And but like if I ever got a chance to meet Miss Jackson, I
I
could
would
actually
tell her
die that
straight up.
day.
My dad, Poppy, I call my dad Poppy, so Poppy was like, he loved Janet. I'm talking about, he has a sense of humor. I mean, we were like, I was younger, we were like, let's say a limo was driving, we see a
Mhm.
limo somewhere, wherever
Yeah.
randomly. He'd be like, hey, meet me. No, I'm gonna meet you. He'd be like, yeah, that was Janet. I told him not to be followed. I'm like, man, get out of here. You know no damn Janet. And so if I ever met Janet, I'd be like, can we like don't give my dad a heart attack, all right? Because I'm gonna play. I'm like, you want to meet my friend? He, I'm like, he gonna shoot his
Listen,
shot. Like, he gonna shoot his shot.
you make sure you FaceTime me
Oh,
so
for
that I
sure,
can
for
just hear
sure.
her say hi to me.
I got you.
Because when she just reposted it, I freaked out. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm not this super like I'm not I've met Kelly Rowland before.
Oh wow.
For a fact, I've met Barney. I actually met Barney when I was little. I've met other NFL players and stuff, and like
Uh-huh.
I've met people. So it's
But
like I'm
Janet,
around. But Janet,
like, we should just tell everybody
yeah,
repost this,
just
tag Janet, and be like, hey, Janet, you gotta work with Antonio AV. And you gotta work
yes,
with Kelly. You gotta work with us. I
yes,
got some hits for you, Janet. We could do some. Trust me.
everything.
I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna show off.
Listen, we gonna make it happen. We gonna really get this going. We gonna
Manifest.
have
This
a
is all
whole campaign.
manifest.
Cause wait, you're coming to Dallas, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there April 5th. Well, I'm gonna be in Texas April 5th to 12th. So I'm actually got family. Just got a house out in San Antonio. So that was a big
Okay.
move for me. And yeah, I feel like everybody's like, just stay in Dallas. San Antonio, that's nice. You need to come to Dallas. So I'm like, all right, okay, I got you.
Okay,
So
so listen, when you get here, we got to meet in person. And then when
mhm,
we meet, we're going to put on a full campaign
okay.
of Antonio AV and Kelly J to get
Hmm.
Janet Jackson to recognize us.
Oh, matter of
Okay?
fact, you making me you serious?
I'm serious.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna hold you to
Once
it.
I put my mind to something, I'm serious. So we're going to work at it. We're going to put it together and we're going to get her to, if we got to have a big sign and we get everybody just to share it. Hey,
Hey, I'm
we
gonna sing something for her. I gotta sing something for her. I
okay,
love.
you sing and I'm gonna do a do you I'm gonna do her brother dance or you know
Uh,
hit the remember the
she's
I'm
a
gonna do
don't you? I don't. How about I do want to share one of my some. I'm gonna give a sneak. I haven't really, honestly. You're like the first interview that I got to like share some music to, so I'm kind of excited
yes,
about it because it's like
please. I
finally in a
want
place where I feel good to sing it.
okay.
Uh, do you mind?
Yes, I would love to hear it.
Okay, I got you. So this is called Simple. I wrote and produced the record along with a good friend of mine. His name is Ian. He's dope, and it's in English and Spanish. Just like embracing a lot of what makes me me. So it's called Simple Sencillo. Sencillo in Spanish is simple. So Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Can you hear that?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm gonna sing on top. Okay. Here we go. I can say you got a thing for me. All the little things you do for me. You don't got to lie, no, no mientas. You don't ever have to hide from me. You can always open up to me. Let me get inside, yeah. Déjame entrar. And we don't got to rush, no. Cause I'll be around for a while. For a chance to see your smile. It's up to you what we do. Let's don't overthink it. Let's just keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sencillo. Let's keep it simple, simple. Simple, simple, sencillo. There you go. That's a sneak peek.
Listen, I'm gonna have to have it in my car so when I'm
Yeah, that's a
live,
jam. I'll tell
I
you.
can play it because I'm gonna be sitting there just jamming
Yeah,
through
it's a
Dallas
vibe. It's
traffic.
definitely a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I
It's
appreciate it. Yeah.
definitely yes. Well, I just
Yeah.
want to say thank you for coming
Hmm.
on.
For sure.
Definitely, once you touch down in Texas, let me know because we're
Got
definitely
you.
gonna set up this campaign and we're gonna
Sure. I
run this
love that.
campaign. We're gonna
Hmm.
call it the AVKJ. You
Yeah, let's
know,
do it. I like that. That works.
we're gonna make it happen, but we're gonna get Janet to notice us. But
Oh, she's
yes,
on.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you again for coming through. I appreciate it. You guys, I will
Yeah.
make sure that Mr. Antonio AV's information will be in the description below. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on all his social medias. And y'all stay tuned because we got a campaign coming up for Janet and we need all y'all on it,
Yeah,
okay?
we need you to have it on it. I might have to just get. I might just turn around and just start working on something just for Jen. You know what? I'm gonna make a song called "Just for Jenny."
Hey.
This one is all for you. That'd be dope. All right, let's do it. All right,
Hey,
I
all
got work
right.
to do.
Yes, you do. Well, thank you once again.
All
And
right, no
you
problem.
all right, later. All right, y'all. That was amazing, y'all. Let's give it up one more time for Mr. AV, Mr. Antonio AV. Whoa! Like I said, y'all, soon we're gonna have the bells and the whistles. Y'all just gonna be like, Lord, our girl just done grew up right before our eyes in a matter of months.